The harsh fluorescent lights of the laundromat seemed to mock Elena Torres's perfectly curated online persona. Outside, the city hummed with a life she rarely acknowledged, a life her mother, Maria, navigated daily with weary hands and a quiet resilience. Maria's small, family-run boutique, Maria's Treasures, was more than just a shop. It was her life's work, a legacy built on trust and quality, now struggling against the tide of online giants and fleeting trends. Elena, however, lived in a different world, a world of filters, likes, and fleeting digital fame. She saw her mother's dedication not as strength, but as an outdated struggle. "Mom," she'd say, scrolling through her phone, "this place needs a serious upgrade. You need to be online, really online. I can help." Her offer wasn't born of a desire to help Maria, but a craving for validation, a chance to prove her own digital prowess. Maria, her hands raw from washing clothes for the boutique's delicate items, would just sigh, a familiar worry clouding her eyes. "Elena, this is not just about pretty pictures. These are people's livelihoods, our customers." Elena would wave her off. "Relax, Mom. I know what I'm doing. This is how you get noticed these days." Elena rebranded Maria's Treasures into her personal social media playground. Gone were the warm, authentic posts showcasing the boutique's unique craftsmanship. In their place flooded a barrage of hyper-stylized photos, Elena posing with designer bags, borrowed, never bought, promoting fast fashion trends that clashed with Maria's curated collection, and using filters that made the humble boutique look like a high-end showroom. She even started a live stream, holding wads of cash, some borrowed, some from Maria's dwindling petty cash, and promising exclusive deals, a performance of success she desperately wanted to believe. The engagement numbers initially seemed promising. Likes poured in, comments were a mix of admiration and confusion. Elena basked in the digital glow, convinced she was a marketing genius. She dismissed Maria's quiet concerns about alienating loyal customers who valued authenticity. "They're just jealous, Mom," Elena would retort, deleting comments from longtime patrons who questioned the new direction. Maria watched, her heart sinking, as the genuine warmth of her shop began to fade, replaced by a hollow, glittering facade. A particular comment kept reappearing, deleted each time by Elena. Is this still Maria's Treasures or just another influencer's backdrop? It was a tiny seed of doubt Elena refused to acknowledge. The digital mirage began to crumble. A loyal customer, Mrs. Dable, left with profound sadness after Elena tried to push a trendy scarf instead of the shawl she sought. Then came the live stream incident. Elena, trying to appear generous, announced a flash giveaway using money she'd secretly taken from the boutique's operating fund. Her performance was slick, her smile practiced, but her eyes held a flicker of desperation. The comments section, usually a mix of praise and confusion, erupted. Accusations flew of fake luxury, of exploiting a struggling business, and worse, a comment that hit too close to home. "This feels like appropriation. Is this boutique even supporting the community it claims to represent, or just using a facade for clout?" Maria, who had been watching from the back, finally stepped forward. Her face wasn't angry, but etched with a pain Elena had never seen before. She gently turned off the phone, the abrupt silence more deafening than any online noise. "Elena," she began, her voice trembling, "this isn't helping, this is hurting." She spoke not of business losses, but of the deep-rooted values of their community, of the trust they had built, and how Elena's superficial approach was not only damaging the boutique, but also perpetuating harmful stereotypes she didn't even realize she was embodying. She revealed the true extent of their financial struggles, the sacrifices she had made, and how Elena's actions had put everything at risk. The truth hit Elena like a physical blow. Stripped of her filters and her bravado, she saw the exhaustion in her mother's eyes, the quiet dignity in her struggle, and the genuine hurt her actions had caused. Tears streamed down Elena's face, not of self-pity, but of profound regret. "Mom, I'm so sorry," she whispered, the words heavy with a sincerity that finally broke through her facade. "I didn't understand." That night, they didn't post. They researched. They talked, really talked. Maria shared stories of their community, the challenges faced, the importance of genuine representation. Elena listened, truly listened, for the first time. They decided to rebuild, not online, but from the ground up, with honesty as their foundation. The boutique's social media transformed. Elena, humbled, began sharing the real stories behind the products, the artisans, the community. She used her platform not for clout, but for education and amplification, highlighting local issues and supporting genuine causes. Apologies were made, not just online, but in person to those they had alienated. It was a slow, arduous process, met with skepticism, but also with surprising support from those who recognized the shift towards authenticity. Elena Torres learned a vital lesson. True help isn't about performance, it's about understanding, empathy, and the courage to face uncomfortable truths. Her journey from a superficial influencer to a genuine advocate became the real story, a testament to how confronting reality, however painful, can lead to profound transformation. The boutique, once almost lost to a digital illusion, began to thrive again, rooted in the strength of its authentic story and the unwavering spirit of Maria and her daughter, Elena.